Good afternoon and welcome to the Icebox in Lincoln, Nebraska. And this is a hockey weekend we've been looking forward to all year long. This is senior night here at the Icebox, honoring our seniors here on the Junior Stars hockey team. 14, sometimes even 15 years worth of skating out there, all culminating and being celebrated tonight on the ice. First up, the junior varsity game, and this is a battle of heavyweights here. Number one, first place in the league versus second place in the league standings. The Capitals come in 24-3-1. They are 5 points back of the Junior Stars. They've won 9 of their last 10. Last weekend they swept a really good Dubuque squad in junior varsity. Handled them 3-1 and 3-2 respectively. They have one of the highest scoring outputs in the league on junior varsity, and they have the least goals allowed in junior varsity. So all of these adding up to what is going to be a big test for this Junior Stars JV team. As you know, as we've said every time out, this Junior Stars JV team is undefeated in regulation. They're 5 points clear of the Caps in the standings. They have flexed their muscle all season long. And this is going to be their biggest test of the year so far. We believe it's going to be Augie Howard in net to start things off for this doubleheader weekend. We'll play again tomorrow morning. Augie Howard allowing 1.82 goals a game. That's an .893 save percentage. He is 12-0 on the year. He gets a lot of help out front, obviously, but it's a talented roster that the Junior Stars have, but equally talented is going to be this Caps team. We've been looking forward to this one. Sam Rose out of the lineup. He might give it a go. I did not see him. Did I see him in warm-ups? I do see him in. He's gone through warm-ups. He's going to try to give it a go here. Still nursing a shoulder injury from last weekend, specifically last Friday night in Sioux City in that 1-0 thriller in varsity. Cooper Peary, saw him on crutches out in the walkway earlier. So one senior we're going to have a hard time seeing tonight, at least suited up. Peary out, off-ice incident, I think a pickup basketball game, and he rolled his ankle. So he has an ankle injury. Not going, at least tonight, and probably not this weekend. All right, we got the pucks picked up. We're about ready to roll. Starting five out there for the Stars going to be Riker Noden at center, Ethan Nickel, and Cole Brown at the wings, Trevor Broadfoot, and Evan Clausen on the blue line. Couple of Kearney seniors getting celebrated tonight. Broadfoot and Clausen, they've come up in this together. We'll get the rosters going as we get started here for both teams. Ryan Logan out there. Caden Opp's going to take the face off for the Capitals. And Alex Ginta. Gabe Sin out there as well. And we're off and running here. First place versus second place. A heavyweight contest, and we're off and running. Capitals send that up into the Lincoln defensive zone. Broadfoot sends it around behind net. Takeaway. Ethan Nickel got that knocked off his stick. Tries to get it back. Battle at the blue line right in front of the Lincoln bench. Up to Cole Brown on the left side. Centered through in the middle. Tried to get it on Noden's tape. That goal goes flying at the assistant. So number 24, Brett Augustine, didn't see how he ended up into that net. 14:26, just getting started. Fresh lines out there for everybody. This is the King, Miller, and Willis line. Britton Donner out there. Played in the corner. Kept in, knocked down, played back. Quevedo's going to send it up to Willis and just send it into the zone. Didn't touch it, and they're going to call icing, and so we'll have a face-off down in the defensive zone. Luke Behrens to take the face-off for the Caps. Stick lift and a battle behind the net. Donner's in the mix. Here comes Paul King with the puck. He's going to try to scoot it up. Doesn't clear. Carter sends it back down for the Caps. Down and around. Willis. Chip up to Leo. Tries to center. Nobody there except some Capitals players. Kicked up through the neutral zone. King battling for it. Takeaway. Behrens has it. He's going to send it around. Augustine plays it. Couple of brothers out there. Got a couple of Behrens pairs. Got a Behrens pair and an Augustine pair for the Caps, so we'll try to differentiate as we go. Daryl Sackwitz in here. It's the third line out there. Dixon with the puck. He gets that one knocked away. Wenzel, lead pass ahead. Knockdown. Westfold lost the handle on it. Dixon has it. Tries to get it up to Parker. He gets in a battle with Westfold. Now it's sent the other direction. Cut off. Sent down and around. Now it takes a funny hop. Augie had to play that one. That one sent up and out and into neutral ice. Parker's going to give chase. They wave off the icing. Battle down low. Battle in the corner, good checking. Sent up and out, and Braden Thomas is going to keep that one in. Sent down to the corner. Nickel gives chase. And it's played up and out by the Caps. Lead pass, a little too far. Chip back to the middle. Glovic chips that one into the zone. A dump and chase as they go off on a line change. Clipped up and out. Riker in the mix. Sin sends it down and around. Brown gets knocked off the puck. Riker with it. Taken away. To the neutral zone. Mishandled. Drag. Big check there. Wrap around. Save Augie. And it's cleared out by Noden. Tried to lead pass up the ice, and it's sent back in from the neutral zone. Broadfoot slides it across, just off a Clausen stick. Puck battle. Drop the puck, kid. They play on. Sin. Gabe gets a check from Cole Brown. Broadfoot with the puck. He gets knocked off the puck by Wetzel. Turnover. There's West for the Caps. Sends it into the zone. Now it's sent back out. Neither team giving an inch here in this early going. Here's Behrens. Sends it over to Wetzel. Goes through his stick. Cross pass to Clausen. Lead up to Willis. Did it touch? Nope. They wave off the icing. Miller tried to center it, and it's taken away. Kept in by Clausen. Nice play on the forecheck. That Luke Barron's big kid. That's a freshman. Holy smokes. Freshman from Ankeny, and he looks like he's 6'9" in skates. Here's Donner. Cross ice pass. Hits Willis on the stick. Barons gives chase. Battle. Back and forth. Luke Barons is going to play it. He's behind his goalie. Sent up ice. Been a long time without a stoppage here too, so it's been good clean play here so far. Lead pass, here's Landon Bliss, another senior out on the ice. Out there with Parker and Dixon. Dixon cuts that one off. Played back, chipped up and out by the Caps. Now cutting in front with speed. That's Noah Eden, he's fast. Blaine pokes it away, going up the left side, tries to cut, gets a loose shot. Glove down, but he dropped it. Tries to find it. Cole Brown in there. Brown plays it back to the right point. Sent high by Quevedo. Dixon in the mix off the boards, going to send it down behind. Nice play to Cole, and it's knocked away. Good shift for the third line there. Sent up ice by Donner. Not touched, so you're going to call it icing with 8:46 left to go, and we can probably take our breath here. A lot of back and forth. Very even contest so far. No score. Kenley Boma, I believe, is the goalie. 13-2-1 on the season for Kenley. He has a .925 save percentage, one of the best in the league. That is why the Caps have been, one of the reasons why the Caps have been so good this year. Great goalie play. Here's Cole Brown, going to test him. Centered, Noden, he was trying to hit Noden, but it was a good back check there by the Caps, and now they're racing through the neutral zone. Up the right side, shot, missed the net, goes behind, careens all the way back down into the Caps end of the ice. Gabe Sinn's going to play it, but it's a forecheck by Ethan Nickel. Good job by Leo on the forecheck. Kept in. Sackwitz is going to send that one down low. Scoring opportunities here being created by the Stars. And finally it's chipped up and out. That one's going to go off the scoreboard, and we'll have a face-off down in the Caps end of the ice. We might throw it in the neutral zone. Oh, they're going to take it down in. Leo to take the face-off out there with Cooper Willis, Paul King. Sent down and around. Picked up in the corner. Miller's in on it. Paul King's in on it. Tried to play it back to the point. Caps come away with it. They come through the neutral zone. Here's Carter up the right side. Drop pass. Wenzel and a save by Augie Howard. .722 left, first period, no score. Zach West in the face-off circle versus Landon Bliss. That puck pops to center, and Bliss comes through the neutral zone with it. Sends that one high. He's going to play it off the glass. Fires one through the crease to the far side. Dixon down to the low side. Pops to the center. Nobody there. Augustine's going to play it in the corner. Bliss gives chase. Cuts that one off. Good job by Parker. On the forecheck, Dixon trying to play it back to the point. Doesn't get there. Now it does. Donner throws it down to the corner. And Augustine will come away with it for the Caps. throws it up into neutral ice. Now played back into the Lincoln zone. Lead pass for Parker. Nickel didn't want to touch that one. Not sure why, but unfortunately it's going to be icing, and we'll play it down here in the Lincoln end of the ice. Seeing some kids that are not in this lineup that I thought would be. Some high scorers. And here's a breakaway. Shot by Riker and a good save. We're going to play again. Just hopped over Cole Brown's stick. Scrum ensues. Nickel looking in front. Just slips through the crease. Couldn't get on Noden's stick. Donner slides that one across. Covedo. That one's blocked on the way in. Played back into the neutral zone. Donner. Covedo back in the Lincoln end. Just trying to throw it up there. It's cut off. Puck taken away. Caps were on an island there with one player. They were off on a line change. But I'm noticing a couple of their leading scorers are not in the lineup, or they have not been in yet. I'll have to go back and see if there was any suspensions or something that I missed from last Sunday's games. Sin. That shot's knocked down in front by Covedo. Kick save on that shot. Played to the far side. This one pops free. Battle won by the Caps. They circle around. Now it's played to the near corner. Cut off. Kept in. Popped off the boards. Ginta to the front. Just missed the net off that save by Augie. It almost trickled in. Sent down and around. Caps keep it on the pressure here. Sin. That one gets all the way to Augie. The loose puck is brushed aside. Now it's finally played up to the neutral zone. Cole Brown tries to slide that one over to Willis. We're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be on. Nope. Referee had his hand up like he did. Leo with a shot and a save. Bauma, he doesn't give up much. He's made a couple of great saves so far for the Caps. 4:17 left to go first period. No score. Miller, King, Willis, the second line out there, along with Sackwitz and Braden Thomas. Sackwitz sends a shot down, played behind the net by Willis. Miller getting his stick held, no call. Carter's going to send that one in. Takes a funny hop off of that doorway there in the corner. I think that happened the last time, and Augie had to play it. It's a pop back to him. There's Sackwitz sending it down and around. Played back in the neutral zone by the Caps. One of the Barons brothers, that's Luke, he sends it up ice. He was tipped, no icing. They go off on a line change. Bliss in there now. So the third line making their way out there. Played through the neutral zone. Thomas quickly sends that back up the other way. Caps looking to pick their spot here. Lane trying to send it deep down and around. Parker behind the net. Caps come away with it, but it's kept in. Oh, it hops over Broadfoot's stick. And here come the Caps, 2-on-1 the other way. Parker trying to back check. Garbage goal on a rebound, and the Caps strike first. Give that one to Brody Garnis, junior from Bondurant Farrar High School. .239 left, first period, and the Caps on top, 1-0. Face-off circle. This one's controlled by Caden Opp. He's one of their better ones. But again, doesn't appear that the Caps are without the services of a couple of their best players here on this JV lineup. Here's Gabe Sin, drop pass. Augustine. Back to Ginta. Sent up ice. Broadfoot will play it for the Stars. Take away, sent back in. That's throwing up ice. That's not a hand pass. Riker leads to Paul King. Played to the corner. King down and around. Tries to center to Nickel, and it's knocked away. Paul, no call, and he gets dogpiled at the blue line. Sent up ice. Donner. Clausen. Lead pass to King. Shot just missed wide right. Kept in right at the line and a big check on Leo. Here come the Caps. 2-on-2. Drop pass, no look to Wenzel, and he flipped it over the glass, over the net. Played all the way back to the neutral zone. Miller tries to flip that to Willis. Luke Behrens cuts that off. Behrens the other way. Boy, he is a big kid. Good forechecking here, though, by the Stars. Making it pesky for them to clear the zone. Augustine tries. Kept in. Quevedo, that shot's blocked on the way in. It makes it all the way in on net. And the save made. Parker goes for a ride. Lingering in the crease. 32 seconds left to go in the first period. Third line back out there. They've had some good shifts. Broadfoot and Clausen at defense, the two seniors. Here on senior night, we'll talk about that here as we get into first intermission. And a whistle. Ref didn't like that one. Do it again. It's West and Bliss in the face-off circle. Bliss giving up a lot of size there. Controlled by the Caps. Kept in, though, by Clausen. Here comes Des Moines. Send it up to the neutral zone. Parker sends it across. Now we got a whistle. No whistle. Parker just took a big check. That one's sent to the near corner. Chipped up to Isaac. And sent up ice. Glovic just slides it back up through the neutral zone, and that'll do it for period number one. The Caps strike first. They lead it 1-0. Again, talking about senior night here, there is a ceremony and a lot of pomp and circumstance in between the two games. We will cut off this junior varsity feed pretty fast right after the end of the game so that they could get into the ceremonies for senior night. And the senior night ceremony will be its own separate Facebook feed. You can see that right on our YouTube page. So once this one's done, just hop over to that one. That'll go for about 10 or 15 minutes, and then we'll hop over into the actual varsity game feed, also on our YouTube page. Big thanks to the Inscos for all the work that they do on getting this stream up and running. I'm just the guy who rambles. Speaking of rambling, something I've been neglecting for quite some time. How about we honor some of our sponsors here tonight on Senior Night? Proud hockey families, this one's for you. Lincoln Junior Stars High School Hockey is brought to you by Cornhusker Family Dental, keeping Lincoln smiling on and off the ice. From routine cleanings to full family care, their friendly team makes every visit easy and comfortable. So whether your player just lost a tooth or you're protecting that game day grin, trust Cornhusker Family Dental. Schedule today. Skate into your next appointment with confidence. Look up Cornhusker Family Dental. Hometown smiles for hometown hockey. Let's also give a quick thanks while we can here before we got puck drop. Lincoln Junior Stars High School Hockey is proudly sponsored by Donner Steelworks, building strength in our community and on the ice. For quality fabrication, dependable service, and craftsmanship you can trust, Donner Steelworks delivers every time. Just like our players, they know success comes from hard work and solid fundamentals. When you need steel done right, go with the local team that stands behind every project. Donner Steelworks. Strong materials, strong community, strong hockey. It is 1-0 as we get ready to start period number 2 here at the Icebox. Number 1 versus number 2. The undefeated in regulation Lincoln Junior Stars versus the super talented Des Moines Capitals, and we're off and running on period number 2. A trip there off the hop there. Riker Noden went down. Off the side, that hit the post. A tough angle shot by Cole Brown. Broadfoot misplayed that one. Caden Opp has it. He sends it across to Augustine. Shot. Glove save by Augie Howard. This is going to be Augie Howard's toughest test of his young career, too. This is going to be a test. So far, so good. Just giving up the one on a kind of a fluky rebound. Here's Caden Opp in the face-off circle for the Caps versus Riker Noden. Opp wins the hop. Shot, save already. Centered. Shot off the blocker. Kept in play. Ginta sends it down to Opp. They're dangerous. Now Logan hops in there. Opp keeps it. Good body control there by Opp. And there's a big check delivered. And it comes out of the zone. Here's Ethan Nickel. Got a step. Forehand. Sends it across. Oh, backhand, and Noden just lost it. Sent up and out. Oh, he played it perfectly, but just lost a little control of that puck as he went to the backhand. Clausen ahead to Cole Brown. Back into the offensive zone. Cuts front. Makes a move. Sends it to the front. They lost it. Leo lost the handle on it. Couldn't tell where it was. Takes a check in the corner. Just getting leaned into. Nicely done. And it's sent up ice. Icing is the call. We'll face it off down in the Cap zone. 13:34 left in the second. Face-off circle. Leo Miller for the Stars versus Zach West for the Caps, as we've got a third referee on the ice. Hey, just in time, kid. Lincoln coaching staff dressing up for senior night. Eric Alexander, the head coach, the gray blazer, looking good over there. And I think we're ready to go. Face-off controlled by Lincoln. Cavedo, immediate shot, and a save made. We'll do it again. Loose puck controlled by the Caps after that one. Cross ice pass to Augustine, just missed his tape. Drop pass to Barron's, missed. And here comes Lincoln trying to clear. West keeps it in, though, for the Caps. Played back up into the neutral zone. Here's Barron's. Gonna send it in. A little too deep, and that's going to be called icing. And we'll play it back, the face-off in the Cap zone. So a little blessing there. Third line out there, Landon Bliss to take this face-off. Out there with Parker and Dixon. Thomas and Sackwitz at defense. Kick back to Braden Thomas. Kept in by Bliss. It's sent down and around. Played to the corner. Isaac fills in. He's going to put one on net. Save made by Bauma. Caps set it up ice. Sackwitz is there. Sent in and leaned in, and we're going to have a penalty, perhaps. Nope, it's going to be an offsides on West. Didn't see West lingering over here. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Face-off draw. Braden Thomas, Parker. Braden tried to chip it ahead. There's Landon Bliss. He's going to send it into the zone. Dixon will give chase. Good poke check. Get to the corner. Thomas fills in. Kicks it along. Wrecking ball. Tried to feed it in front, and Dixon couldn't get it on his forehand. Parker battles for it at the blue line. Bliss helping out. Puck pops free. Isaac. And the Caps take it away. Here they come up ice. Westbold dump and chase. Sackwitz playing it behind the net. Flips it up. Parker trying to cut across. Take away. Eden backhand. Sent around the boards by Sackwitz. Scrum here on the near side boards, and it's flinged up ice. And we'll call that icing. And face it off down here in the Lincoln end of the ice. The offensive zone for the Caps. So with 11:32 left to go, second period. 1-0 Caps on top of the Stars. Caden Opp versus Riker. Note on the face-off, and Opp wins another one. And another point-blank shot, rebound, and score. Alex Ginta, I believe, going to get the credit for that one. So give the goal to Ginta from Opp, and it's 2-0 Capitals. Boy, that all starts with a face-off draw from Caden Opp, and both times he has won it and come out firing with a shot point blank on Augie. Augie corralled the first one that he experienced. That second one, the rebound and bury there by Ginta. Scrum in here in front of the Caps bench. We're going to have a penalty called on Des Moines. So Ginta, right after scoring that goal, he's going to go to the box. $11:19 left to go, second period, and Lincoln will go on a power play. Thing I noticed, I was going through statistics here, getting ready for this one. Penalty minutes over the season. Team penalty minutes for Lincoln, 343 PIMs. It's a lot of time in the ice, in the penalty box. Penalty minutes for the Capitals, only 183 versus 343 for Lincoln. So they're a disciplined team usually, is what I'm getting at. Referee giving an explanation as to why that wasn't matching penalties there for both Lincoln and Des Moines. So Ginza, the guilty one there. 2 minutes, power play, and we're see how what Lincoln can do here. Here's Cavedo off the hop. Laid down there. Played across, Cavedo. Cole Brown, centered, just missed Noden's stick. Kept in though, Nickel getting heckled, and it's cleared out. Here comes Caden Opp, cuts to the middle. Deeks again, and makes a shot and a save made by Augie Howard. Opp is a talented kid. 20 assists on the season. He has 33 total points for the Caps. So face off here on the draw. Again, Lincoln on a power play for the next minute and 10 seconds. Kicked in. Willis into the zone and then sent back up and out. Broadfoot off of him. Clausen will play it. Takeaway. Behrens. Augustine's trying to slide it back to Luke Behrens. Wasn't ready for it. So some shorthanded opportunities here for the Caps. They're good in special teams, no question. Big check by Augustine. Knocks Clausen off the puck. Shorthanded opportunity again, and a save made by Augie Howard. Discussion between West and Broadfoot back behind the net. 37 seconds left for a power play for Lincoln, but you wouldn't know it because the Caps penalty kill has been outstanding. Here's Paul King. Up through the neutral zone. Gets cut off right at the blue line. They deny entry and they send it back up ice. Textbook. Here's Broadfoot. Gonna play it deep. Forecheck by West. Stars are just like, are we on the power play or not? Finally, Broadfoot sends a kid down. No call. Played back into the Lincoln offensive zone. Can they keep possession? Bliss comes flying in there. It's sent back out into the neutral zone, and the Caps have killed the penalty. Their full strength. That was outstanding work by them in special teams. Glovic, top of the circle. That one deflected before it got there. Rebound. Played on the side of the net. There's a whistle, and we'll face it off. 8:58 left to go. Second period. The Capitals lead the Stars 2-0. Third line out there. Dixon, Bliss, and Isaac Parker. Thomas and Sackwitz at defense. Face-off draw. Played by Thomas. Played around to Dixon. Avoids the check. Sent back the other way. Kept in. Played to the middle. Loose puck in front. That popped away from Augie, thankfully, and it's sent up ice. Caps played in the neutral zone. Turnover. Poke check. And they play it deeper. Caps just toying. Dixon with a check. Played to the middle, and there's nobody there. It was kind of deflected to the middle, and it's sent up ice. Westfold across to Augustine. Chipped up. Opp gives chase with Braden Thomas. Opp to take away. He gets checked from behind. Ginta's going to go back to the penalty box. That was a cross check, and I think Ginta's going to go to the penalty box. So, Ginta back to the box, and another power play opportunity for the Stars. Coach Eric Alexander hoping that goes a little bit better than the first power play. Caps fans not too happy with that call. Looked pretty cut and dry. So another 5-on-4 opportunity here with 7:52 to go. And now this looks like it got upgraded. Looks like Braden Hicklin is going to be serving a 2-minute for what potentially is a 10-minute penalty. There's a save by Bauma off the hop and a shot from Broadfoot. Just 5 seconds gone in this power play. Noden in the face-off circle. He's out there with Cole Brown and Ethan Nickel. It's Clausen and Broadfoot on the blue line. Here's Broadfoot, slides it over to Evan. Played behind by Nickel. Pop back to the top, Clausen. Sent down low, another penalty. We might end up with a 5-on-3 here. And that's what it's gonna be. Logan trying to lean in on, yep, Riker Noden. But it's gonna be the big fella, Luke Barron's, going to the penalty box. And it's getting crowded in there. 5-on-3 now for the next minute and 34 seconds. Prime time for the Stars to get back into this one. 7:26 left to go, second period. They trail by 2. Play to Nickel. Down to Broadfoot. Skates in slightly. Oh, just missed on the one-timer to Nickel. Right idea. They cut off. Upped in. Just missed on the one-timer to Brown. Minute 12 left on this 5-on-3. Right idea, just couldn't do it. Opp's going to clear it for Des Moines. Clausen gives chase. Can't be aggressive on the forecheck when you've only got 3 players out there, so that's an advantage. Drop pass, left for Cooper Willis. Backhanded across, it was blocked. Kept in. Broadfoot slides it through. Cole Brown, and a great save by Ginta. Or, excuse me, Bauma. Played back to Broadfoot, down to Willis. 25 seconds left on this 5-on-3. Slides across to Clausen, mishandled. Tried to throw it through some legs, couldn't do it. Gets it back. Down low, crisscross, great save, Bauma, what a good effort! And Cooper Willis gets his own rebound and scores. Power play goal, Hicklin gonna come out of the box. So it was must have been a double minor on. Nope. So the original 2-minute penalty is done based on the goal. Still another 39 seconds of a 5-on-4 power play here for the Barons penalty. So Lincoln still with an opportunity here. They get within 1, 2-1. There's Logan cutting across. West in the corner, pinned by Broadfoot. Paul King with the can opener. Slides it up and out of there. Now we got another scrum. Leo finally pops free. Clausen's going to play it up ice. Gets it on King's tape. Bounces back. Leo. The Caps slow to get to full strength. They were trying to make their minds up on lines. There's a centering pass to Willis. Just missed. We are even strength. Ginta serving time for what was a misconduct penalty on a cross check in the back. Centering pass up front. Wenzel's going to fire that one wide. Dixon plays it. Slide across. Nicely done. Chipped up. Parker wasn't quite ready for it. It's played back into the Cap zone. Dixon keeps that one in. Sends it down. Bliss trying to get in there. Dixon going to play it low. Just gets knocked off. Lost his stick. Kick to the corner, and we're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be Blaine or something. So Blaine will go to the box. 2 minutes for the trip. 4:15 left to go in the second, and this is going to be the first Capitals power play of the day. Caden Opp to take the face off with Landon Bliss here as the Stars go on the penalty kill for the first time today. Quevedo has it, flips that up and out of the zone. Good start. Played by Zachary West. Caden Opp with speed up to the neutral zone. He is a problem. Cuts to the middle. Nicely done. Good check there by Quevedo. Cuts him off. Augustine's circling. One of the Augustines anyway. Played back to the point. West flips it down to Opp. Throws it through the crease. Tried to get it to Wenzel's tape. Couldn't do it. Britton Donner has it on his puck, and we're going to have a whistle. What's the whistle? Checking the net, maybe? Yep. Reset of the net. Face off. Minute 21 left in the power play for Des Moines. Across West. There's Opp. One time West hit Wenzel's skates on the way in. Cole Brown the other way for Lincoln. Getting heckled by Logan. Tries to center it. Just missed. Riker Noden. We're going to have a penalty on Wenzel getting handsy with the stick. Excuse me, Logan with the call. So Logan goes to the box. Ryan Logan, 2 minutes for the hook. Second leading scorer on the team, in goals anyway, is Ryan Logan. He has 24 goals on the season. But they've been without their leading scorer on the team, Tyler Nelson. He has not been in the lineup today. See if he's back tomorrow. He has 50 points on the season. In comparison, leading scorer here in JV for Lincoln, Cole Brown, has 40 total points. That one sent back up ice. That's going to be icing, and we'll play it back down in the Cap zone. 2:39 left to go. We're playing 4-on-4 as Dixon's in the box for Lincoln, and Logan is in the box for the Capitals. 24 seconds left until Dixon is free. And then it'll be Lincoln's advantage for a minute. Kept in by Donner. On the far side, King's there. And it's played back to Quevedo. Chipped in the zone and it's abruptly sent back out. This is Ben Augustine. The other Augustine that's in the lineup is Brett Augustine, number 24. But 8 and 24. We'll try to keep them straight here. Here's Caden Opp. Sent up ice, glove down. Quevedo has it. Dixon's out of the box. King with a shot. That one goes high. It sneaks back out into the neutral zone. Donner has to play it to King, across to Miller, and we'll start again. Penalty coming. And it's another one on the Caps. Just when I talk them up about how disciplined they've been, it's getting crowded again. So Logan in there for another 26 seconds. But I believe this is Ben Augustine in the box, freshman from Ankeny High School. Didn't catch the penalty. Looks like we're going to have matching penalties. Cooper Willis didn't catch that one when it was called. So Cooper Willis is going to take a seat. Face-off draw, minute 41 left to go in the second period. And we've got 4 on 4 right now. 5 on 4, excuse me. To the front, Brown almost had it. Played to the corner, and it's sent up and out. Played all the way back down. Augie will play it and glove it down. Five seconds left until Logan comes out of the penalty box for the Caps. And then we will be even strength. We've got matching penalties down there between. Well, one went off the board. Now we're really messing it up. So Logan's out of there. One minute left to go in the period. And now we got a 2-on-1 breakout. Noden keeps it on. Stotts! Snipe score! Riker! Noden! We're tied at 2. Snipes it to the glove side. He had the option to pass it over, but it was well played by the defender. He had to give up something. And Riker with a snipe. And just like that, the league leaders have tied it up. 55 seconds left to go. Second period. Here's Noden again. Played back. That one's sent on ice. Rebound comes to the corner. Played back. Now comes to the middle. Cole Brown was streaking in there. So give the assist to Clausen and Nickel. That one almost went up over the glass. Caps come away with this one. Here's Eden. Up the right side, checked by Broadfoot, centered, and it comes played behind. Pops to the middle. Knocked away briefly. Eden turnaround shot blocked by Clausen. Broadfoot plays it in the corner and sends that up ice. And that will end it for the second period. Well, we're in one. We're all in one. Tied at 2 going into period number 3. Again, thanks so much for watching. We will be back here in about 15 minutes. We'll do a recap, and then we'll get you ready for what's coming after the JV game tonight. It's senior night here in Lincoln. Tied at 2 here in JV action. Back at the icebox, getting ready to start the third and final period here in the junior varsity game, tied at 2. It was the Caps who got off to a hot start. They led 1-0 after the first period. They got the second goal early in the second period. But then goals from Riker Noden, so a standard 18 tournament. If you do not finish in the top 8, you are not in the tournament for the Midwest High School Hockey Association. It's a little different in the varsity side of it. We'll talk about that as we get going here towards the varsity side of this one. But this has lived up to the billing. The only oddity, and I still haven't gotten clarification on this, I should have done some homework on it, leading scorer for JV for the Caps, Tyler Nelson. He's a 50-pointer. He is not in the lineup today. Don't know whether that is going to mean he's not in the lineup tomorrow. Not sure if it's injury related or if it's more of a misconduct or penalty related thing. We're going to start this third period with Cooper Willis in the box for Lincoln. Ben Augustine and Alex Ginta are in the box for the Caps. The website, the live tracker on the high school, the Midwest, the league website for this game, it's only showing the score. I don't have all the backstory here to give you highlights of penalties and all that fun stuff. We'll check this periodically to see if that gets updated or not. But as of now, we do not have that ability to check that on the website. Third period underway. Stars are today, for today only, wearing their black uniforms here at home in honor of senior night. Speaking of seniors, there's Evan Clausen. He's out there with Trevor Broadfoot on the defensive line. Nickel, Brown, and Noden out there on the first line here in the third period. Riker clears the zone, up through the neutral zone. He's got Cole Brown. Lead pass to him just off of his tape. Caden Opp was giving him a chase. Opp gets upended. Played across to Clausen. Chip down low, didn't get there. Now we're going to have a whistle, and it's going to be on, looks like, it's going to be an injury timeout. Caden Opp is holding his shoulder, left shoulder. He is in a lot of pain. Well, he was coming in hard on Cole Brown. Cole Brown put on the brakes. Opp kind of went over him. Must have been an awkward fall because Opp's shoulder is in a lot of pain. That would be a big loss for the Caps if he's not able to come back and give it a go. 14-19 left to go in the third period. Caps now without the services of Caden Opp. We'll keep an eye on that. Alex Ginta serving time in the penalty box for a misconduct penalty. So they are without a couple of their heavy hitters. We play on 5-on-5, no penalty. That was an injury timeout. It plays up and into the Lincoln zone. Sackwitz gives chase. Played down and around. Caps come up with a loose puck. West trying to do a turnaround, gives a reverse hit there on Darrell. And this one's sent up ice. Played to the near side. That was Brett Augustine out there, 24. There's Brett with the puck. He gets puck knocked away. Willis sends it back up ice. And a whistle for an icing. A little misty in here. Don't usually see the mist, but we've had some abnormally warm days, so nice box. You never know what you're going to get with this old girl. A little foggy here on the north end. Face off in the Lincoln zone here. Landon Bliss, Isaac Parker, Lane Dixon out here on this line. Clausen with speed, going to take it up through the neutral zone himself, chips it right at the red line. Didn't get quite to the red line, and they're going to call icing. You throw it over 2 lines and it's not picked up, that's going to be called icing if it crosses the goal line down there. All he had to do was just maybe go another 1.5 feet, and that would have been a good dump into the zone. Let's try it again. Broadfoot's going to send it around to the near side this time. Played into neutral ice by the Caps. Garnis chipped over to try to hit it to Eden. Parker cut it off. Back and forth, and Broadfoot bats it up through the neutral zone. No icing on that one. Dixon knocked that one down. It's off of his stick, so there'll be no icing the other way. Sent up ice. Caps have it in the neutral zone. Parker stepped in front of that one, makes a move to the front. Backhand, loose puck, and it's swept away. Good individual effort there by partner. Bliss with a redirect by Parker, and it just missed. It comes back to neutral ice. Covedo kind of fanned on that one. Luckily, he stepped in front of that dump, and he sends it up ice. Globic tried to clear it, couldn't, kept in, and now it's poked back out. Here comes Ryan Logan. Second on the team in points. Cleared away, Dixon trying to send it up ice. Shoveled up by Landon Bliss. Not going to be icing, they waved that off. West back the other way. Sends it to the far side. Wenzel gets stapled by Noden right at the scorer's table. Sin trying to do something with it. Cole Brown with a takeaway. Tries to cut to the middle. Big hit by Glovic. And they're going to call off maybe an interference, perhaps, or a rough. Nevertheless, Glovic's going to go, oh, it was knee on knee. Calling the knee. Even worse. 2 minutes for knee on knee contact. So that's an unsportsmanlike to go with it with the knee on knee contact. So Globic's going to be in there a while. They're going back over to the bench to see who might be serving a 2 and double minor. I'm trying to think, we had that call at Sioux City the other night, and I thought they called it as a double minor, but I could be wrong. So referees can talking to head coach Tony Wheel over there at the Caps bench. We'll sort this out. 11:30 left to go. Third period. Tied at 2. Referee getting ahead of himself. Yep, it's going to be a 2 and 10. So Hicklin is going to be serving another 2 minutes for a crime he did not commit. Off the hop. Power play here, the third one of the night actually the fourth one of the night for Lincoln. That one fired wide. King, a blast from the blue line, and it's gloved down. Minute 43 left in the Lincoln power play. Leo Miller in the face-off circle. It's won by over to Paul, and it's sent back up ice though. Clausen gives chase. Slides it over to Broadfoot. Neutralized, shoveled ahead to Leo. Leo with numbers to try to get it over to King. Bliss gets knocked down. Or excuse me, Willis got knocked down. Lost a glove. Paul keeps it in. Excuse me, Leo keeps it in. Pace is too fast here. Hard to keep up. Nevertheless, it's sent back into the Lincoln end of the ice. Lincoln resets. Clausen on a rush. Going to dump it into the zone himself. That puck comes all the way out to Noden. Batted around. Donner keeps it in. Good play at the blue line. Played back. Donner is going to slide one in. And it misses. It's kicked to the boards. Clausen kind of throws it back up into the neutral zone, and then it's fired down ice. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Stars. Kicked along. Vado gets upended. Donner slid across. Jamison slides it up to Noden. Goes past his stick. Ethan cuts to the top. Nice pass across. Bull Brown missed on the centering pass. He's getting heckled. Pops to the front behind. Tries to get it back. Noden holding the line in front of the crease. Delivers a check. Takes the puck away. Caps kill the penalty. They're full strength. But still without the services of Glovic and Ginta, both serving time for misconducts. Ooh, big hit into the boards as that was Ethan going down. Thought he might have gone head or shoulder first into the boards. That was scary. Good hit by Noden as he goes off. Always one to dish out some pleasantries. Donner, backwards pass. Behrens cuts that off. Big freshman. I shudder to think what that kid's going to look like when he's a senior. Sent up through and touched nobody. That's going to be icing. Good break there for the Stars. We'll play it back in the Caps end of the ice. 8:34 left to go, third period. Alex Ginta, number 21, he comes out of the box for nefarious activity in the second period. He served his time. Five on five. So it's Glovic who's still in the penalty box serving a 10-minute misconduct for the knee on knee. That one was trying to be redirected, and instead it's launched directly overhead up into the netting. Bliss, Dixon, Parker, Sackwitz, and Thomas out there, all for the Stars. Looks like Caden Opp is back in there. He's in the face-off circle for the Caps. Good to see him back, not injured. He went down in a lot of pain after he was kind of upended over the top of Cole Brown earlier. Bliss throws that one up off the boards. And a little too soon. It's going to be icing. 8:10 left to go. Opp will go back to work in the face-off circle. He's been deadly in the face-offs, particularly on that left side circle in the offensive zone. But that shoulder injury might change some things. He's still kind of showing like it's bothering him. Leo chipped ahead. Willis, King, lead pass, great job. Everybody goes careening into the boards, into the netting, but a great pass from King to Willis. Just couldn't finish the deal. Paul's up smiling. He's tough as nails. We'll reset the net and have a face-off in the offensive zone for the Stars. 7:55 left to go. Tied at 2. Clausen and Broadfoot on the blue line for the Stars. Leo Miller takes the face-off drop with Cooper Willis and Paul King at the wings. Willis drops it to the corner. Played back up the boards. Caps player loses an edge. Fired high by Clausen. Broadfoot fills in. Sent through the crease. Clausen has it. He'll take another shot. Just missed. Broadfoot playing low. King down below the goal line in the corner. Now a scrum starting to break out. Can opener time. 7:15 left to go. Puck pops free to the front. Poked away by the goalie. King sneaks it into the zone. And it's sent immediately back out. Broadfoot tried to glove that one down. Helped a little bit. It's going to be called for a hand pass, and we'll have a face-off in center ice. .6:58 left to go. 2-2 tie. Noted in the first line taking the draw. Actually, Parker in on this first line here. Not sure if Ethan's got an injury or not, but Ethan not out there on this line right now. That one fires wide. Sakowicz for the blue line. Kicked aside. That one set up and out. Sakowicz will give chase. Does look like Ethan Nickel getting his shoulder checked out a little bit. You want him to be good for the varsity game. They're going to need all hands on deck in that one. It's the #1 team in the league on varsity. That one sent up by 6 minutes left to go and another icing. We've had several in this game. Looks like Nichols going back to his spot on the bench in line, so we'll see if he'll be ready to go or not. Face-off draw. Logan over to Ginta. He fires high. Hop in the corner. This is a good line here for the Caps. That one knocked down in front on the way in. Played to the corner. Sakowicz takes another funny hop off those boards, and it popped right to the front of the net again. Boy, Augie didn't know where it was. King kind of cleared it up and out of there. Darrell has it, sending it up the boards, kept in by Carter for the Caps, centered across, Logan. Thomas filling in, takeaway, Cooper Willis, he's going to pop to the middle of the ice, getting heckled, jump and chase. Lincoln on a line change. Build in. Quevedo holds his ground hard there at the blue line. Here comes Hicklin. Drop past Wenzel. Lost it. Parker. He's got Bliss and Dixon out there with him now on this third line. West cuts that one off. There's Brett Augustine. Slides it up to West. Off of his stick. Played back to Britton Donner for Lincoln. Take away by West. Shoveled up into the neutral zone. Quevedo bats it the other way. Caps. Now they dump it into the offensive zone and peel off on a line change. Donner. It's a Cole Brown. Neutral ice. Brown gets it back. Tries to cut to the middle. Taking himself up the left side. Plays down low. Looking. Circling. Going to play it back to the point. Quevedo fires. That one blocked on the way in. Loose puck. Nickel with a shot and a save made by Kenley Bauma. 3:45 left, tied at 2. Lincoln stay perfect in regulation. Will this go to overtime? Face-off draw, played back to Broadfoot. Muscled away though. Cut to the middle, and a nice back check there by Clausen. Eden with the pickpocket, but Clausen with the equalizer. Noden looking, trying to lead past to Brown. Nice stick in the way there by the back check of the Caps. Played across. Shot by Noden, top of the circle, and the save by Bauma. Second line out there, Leo to take the face off with Willis, Paul King. It's been a 4D rotation all day. Clausen, Broadfoot, Sackwitz. Oh, and a Broadfoot! And Leo with the redirect in front, and just that quick. Stars take the lead. Innocent little wrister from Broadfoot, redirected by Leo Miller. And the Stars take the lead. First one of the day. Same 5 stay out there. Nope, not the same 5. We've got, and it hasn't been a 4D rotation. My apologies. They've had their complement of 6. So after the Leo Miller goal, we play on. 2:50 left to go. 1 goal lead here for the Stars. Turnover. Quevedo's going to keep it in the offensive zone. Takes another funny hop off the glass. Hops to the center, but the Caps come away. Send it down to the far corner. Loose puck picked up. Quevedo shoveled ahead. Look out. Van Augustine takeaway though. Delayed offside. Stars have the ability to clear. They do. They send it up to Paul. Takeaway. Bliss coming in like a whirling dervish. King drop pass down to Bliss. Below the goal line. He gets puck knocked away. King delivers a hit. Gets the puck back. Played back to the point. Broadfoot. Slides it down low. Bounces all the way to the corner. Dixon gets pinned. Takeaway. Kept in though by Clausen. Nice pass across. Dixon to Bliss on the one-timer, and he didn't get quite good enough wood on it. Easy play for Bauma, and we'll face it off. 1:43 left to go. If you keep it down in the Lincoln offensive zone, the Caps can't pull their goalie to get the extra attacker. Broadfoot slide to the corner. Clausen's going to have to make hay to get there. He does. Bounced back in. Kicked along. Good play by Parker. Dixon tried to cut that off. It's batted down to the corner again. Good forechecking effort here by the third line. Played back to the neutral zone. Broadfoot. Clausen. He's going to dump it back to the corner. Here they come again. Fill them in, boys. Far side. Sent up and out, but not far enough. They haven't even crossed center ice. 1 minute left to go. Goalie desperate to get to the bench so they can get the extra attacker, and they can't do it. Lincoln with possession. Slid across. Dixon sends it down below the net. Brown to the far side. 40 seconds left to go. What a forechecking effort here by Lincoln. They have just been brilliant here late in the third. Takeaway. Goalie was pulling, but he couldn't do it. Now he can, if he wanted to. Augustine through the neutral zone. Now they'll try to pull him. Behrens puts one on net. Kick to the corner. 12 seconds left. Slid to the near side now. Back to the top of the circle. Augustine takes a huge hit by Noden. Loose puck in front. It's going to be a penalty, though, on Noden, I think. So 6-on-4 with 3 seconds left. Noden goes to the penalty box for the roughing. So Riker will be a spectator for the last 3 seconds here. It's going to be 6-on-4. Caps advantage, but they trail by 1. Goal sends it to overtime. Horn sounds, and Lincoln's a winner. Caden Opp, who was injured in the second period of the shoulder, he's back in there, talking to Logan Behrens. So the heavy hitters are out there, but they've only got 3 seconds to do it. Face-off draw, and Lincoln's going to win it. Big win, coming back from 2 down, and the Stars get the JV win here, stay perfect in regulation, 3-2. 27 wins on the year for the Junior Stars, junior varsity. Caps fought valiantly. Can't wait for the rubber match tomorrow. We'll do it again. Hey, we're going to cut this feed off and get ready for senior night presentation activities. Again, Stars win it 3-2.